Hi, friends. So, last time you saw us, you were probably watching this video, and we did quote unquote quit bus life for a little bit. Not that we weren't living in the bus, but we were not traveling. And that's because we were building a glamp site, and it turned out beautifully. And it was so nice to see a place come together that we had sort of like dreamed of for years, you
Yeah,
know. Sadly, for lots of reasons, we had to step back from that project. And now, I guess as a sort of happy accident, we are getting to do the damn thing.
and by the damn thing, what we mean is living in our bus full time on the road, traveling and going to see beautiful places and living the day to day of let's see where we sleep at next.
Yeah, I think we bought this bus, if you don't know, back in 2021. We were in Morocco and just really needing
A change.
a change. Not that we didn't love Morocco, but everything was like really crazy there, especially with the pandemic. And so we just started looking for what was next. And our first plan was Mexico, but it just didn't make a ton of sense because moving straight from Morocco to Mexico and everything that would entail was a bit overwhelming.
And part of the reason we wanted to come back was to both travel, but also to come back for family reasons. We had different family members that were sick or getting sick, and things were happening. So we wanted to be close by family. And because my family lives in Northern Illinois, Brandy's family is from the South, we needed some sort of solution to get us to where we needed to be, depending on the time of year and what was going on.
Yeah, so one of the big reasons our bus build has taken so long is because when we moved back, we didn't have jobs, we didn't have our lives together. We were just sort of going by the seat of our pants and doing whatever we could to make it work. And that has developed over the years and taken different forms. So we're focusing on work and focusing on family, which was great. We got to spend so much time with our family. So we lived with Ben's family for a while. We spent a lot of time with my family in Kentucky and Tennessee. And
It was a much needed change after both of us had lived overseas in Morocco for the previous 8 years. And it was just really nice to spend holidays and birthdays and do that kind of thing that you miss out when you live overseas.
yeah, and we were doing all of that while building the bus as funds allowed. But we never really got to the place where it's like, okay, we're doing it. Caveat here, we did try a few times, but we lost our brakes once. We had to replace our tires. Oh, and the fuel tank. Let us know if you want to see a video about those.
Dabbled, but we didn't commit. And that is a refrain that we've gone to up to this point where we have lots of ideas. We have lots of really cool ideas and we just want to do them all. And then when you want to do them all, you ultimately end up not being able to commit fully to one. So while the scope was really wide, our ability to dive deeply into one or more of those was compromised. And so that is what we are trying to change this year. Now that we find ourselves doing the thing, we are committing to deeply doing the different things that will fulfill us, both from a job perspective and from a day-to-day living perspective, and just building the life that we want.
Yeah, we've sort of said over the years that we are building our daydream. And I think that we've been iterating on that at different times, and something exciting will happen and we give it our attention. We're ready to really focus on us and what's next and this life that we are building. And so how we got here is a bit not ideal. We ended up leaving our current situation and there was a wildfire and it was sort of crazy and we didn't know what was going to happen. And now we have found ourselves on the road full time with no plans, which is wild.
Yeah.
Because that was always the plan. Now we are just out here and living life and making each place we go our home. And it's refreshing and
It's scary.
a bit scary, but grounding in a way that I feel like we've been needing. And we're so excited to like Ben said, really deeply dive into things that we have been sort of juggling with 80 trillion other things. Just as an idea of where we're headed, we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, some business work, but I guess our sort of like ideal travel route and personal goals for this year, we're going to be sort of bopping around PMW for summer, fall,
Following the weather.
following the weather. Yeah. Later in the fall, maybe we'll head south, and then fingers crossed, if all goes well, we'll be hitting Baja winter, deep winter. That's something that I personally have really been looking forward to. I don't know, there's something about the whales that are calling me there, but that is sort of where my mind is headed this winter. Another thing for us, another big focus for us is building community. I think one of the things we were scared about coming back to America is the loss of community. And in ways we did, we had such a good friend group in Morocco, and we lost a lot of close friendships being back in the US. On the flip side of that, we have been able to deepen our relationship with our families in like such a real way, which we're beyond grateful for. But now that we are on the road full time, we really, really want to start investing in community again. If you're around, let us know, because we want to meet up with you. We are so excited to make friends and to start building back our social connections, because it's something that's really we've been missing. One thing you may not know is back in 2013, I started a leather business, and I started during grad school with no experience and no money and no help. And it has always just been this thing that I sort of do while doing other things. So I am excited to give that more attention and to expand our carpet business. While living in Morocco, Ben and I developed a huge network of amazingly talented artisans. And I have been on a very small scale working with interior designers and individuals to furnish their homes with carpets and other soft furnishings from Morocco. And I'm so excited to expand that business and to really get my hands in there, because it's a business that I feel so good about. It allows me to be creative. It allows me to help make beautiful spaces and to work with artisans in a way that is like life-giving for them. So many of these artisans don't have access to a global market, and my connection with them gives the space for that. That will be happening, I think, mostly on TikTok. As that sort of pans out, I'll give you more details. Another thing that we're really looking forward to diving into is
creating. And I think that's the big key word. We want to create media. We want to create photography, videography, to use all of the camera gear that we've invested in over the years to document, to record what we're doing, to show where we're at, and really just like make memories for ourselves as much as for the content. Really excited about that. There's a lot of different avenues to pursue with this sort of deal, and we really want to see where that can take us.
So behind the scenes of the 2.5+ years that we've been building, we've been filming. So we have videos of almost every single bus project we've done, and you've gotten a dabble of those here and there as we've had time to edit them. But I think going forward, our channel is going to be a blend of stories from the road and life on the road, and bus projects. It's just some old footage we've had that we think would be useful to people who are just getting into the nomadic community or thinking about doing a conversion themselves. So you won't be getting bus build projects every week, but they may be blended in here and there with travel videos that we'll have coming out.
We're committed to restarting this line of work. We're committed to this YouTube channel and posting weekly. We also have an exciting collaboration coming out with our friend Isaac, who recently shot our very first tour of this bus that we sit in, which is coming out this weekend. So stay tuned for that. If you were interested in bus life, van life, nomadic life, building
what it
stuff,
looks like to start over
Yeah.
from zero.
How to make life work on the road, digital work, all that good stuff. We're your folks. So give us a like, follow along, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be showing up here every week. And we look forward to connecting with you all.